right, everybody, welcome to One Thing's for Certain. I'm LA.
I'm Hollis.
So, I guess I'll start off again, man. How was your weekend?
Oh, fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Okay.
Spend some time with some family, so it's always a good thing.
So, I had a very interesting weekend, to say the least. So, the night's topic, well, you know what? Let's not jump to the topic. Got to do our normal. Had a couple of new subscribers. Jen 44. Welcome to the channel.
Salute, Jen.
Salute Jen. Some of these names, man, I tell you. Salute Jen. So welcome to the channel. Again, we're over 1,000 subscribers. Seems like every video, man, we gained like 100, I think.
Hey,
So
we need to post more videos.
yeah, we got once we find time.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into this one, because this one right here, you might want to lean up on this one. this was we actually I guess you could say we did a test run by accident, because something happened and we brought this subject up to some people, and it was very controversial. So and it's funny, because we just looking at the house I'm buying. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm purchasing a new home. Hollis just saw it.
Congratulations.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot, man. You gonna help me move?
No doubt. Let's go.
Look, everybody always say they're gonna help you move until moving time comes.
I'm there, no doubt.
Okay, you saw the size of that thing. It ain't small.
Let's do it.
All right. So the night's topic is interesting, because here's the situation. We had a subscriber that her boyfriend, ironically, bought a new home. He asked her to move in. And sounds good, right?
Sounds good.
Okay. She is upset, and now she doesn't know she wants to move in with him because he asked her to help pay some of the bills.
Hey.
Well, I'm almost tempted to start this one myself. I'll let you go, because I'm gonna tell you, I got an opinion on that one.
I'm gonna start from. They should have communicated that up front. He should have made that obvious in the beginning. Is he asking her to pay half the bills because he needs it financially, or because he wants to come in on a equal footing? There's a difference.
Okay, now this is one of the rare situations where, and I'm gonna start doing this more often, I reached back out to her for a little more research to see.
Okay.
So I asked her if he had not asked her to pay bills.
Okay.
Would she have voluntarily done it? She said no.
She said no?
She said she don't feel like she tried to pay any bills because he asked her to move in with him.
How long did she say? How long they've been dating?
No, I didn't ask how long they've been dating. Does it matter? Do you think it matters?
It does, because hopefully the longer you date someone, the more you know their financial situation. So she would have a more insight on whether he was financially stable or if he needed her money. Because maybe he doesn't need her money, or maybe he does need that money to make the payment on his house. So it just depends on that dynamic.
See, okay, this is how I feel about it. Now, I'm moving into a new home soon.
Okay.
If I have somebody moving with me, I'm at the point where I don't need you to help me pay for the house.
Absolutely.
But let me add this in. That's why I almost started off myself first, because this is how I feel about it. If I invite you to live into my home, okay, I would expect you to at least offer to pay. Not that I need you to, but at least offer. And I think in her situation, she should have at least offered. Now, I guess they're still debating, because she says she don't know if she wants to do it or not.
Gotcha.
I just feel like, hey, would it kill you to,
Offer?
Yeah, would it kill you to offer?
But what if he says okay? If you're not sincere about the offer, don't make that offer.
You know what? You got a point there. I didn't think about that. What if he says yes? Because she don't sound like she want to pay anything.
See, that goes into the bigger dynamic. What roles should women and men pay when they live together? Should it be 50-50? Should it be women don't pay anything, the men pay everything? I mean, what does it look like?
Well, and I don't want to sound sexist here, but most females, once they move into your home, it becomes our home.
Absolutely.
Okay, and if it's our home, okay, you don't think you should pay any bills? if it's our home.
See, this is I'll say my
I'm
mentality.
just keeping it real with you.
I'll say my mentality. If you move into my house,
Okay.
I'm already established.
Exactly.
This is my house.
Gotcha.
I'm paying my mortgage. I'm paying my bills. Now, if you come in, if we're working on marriage or we're just dating, then that's a different conversation.
Gotcha.
Because to me, as if we're working on marriage, then I don't think there is my money, your money. I think it's us.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if I move you into my home, we're working on marriage.
Absolutely.
If we're just dating, I'm not gonna ask you to move into my house.
I agree.
I just think once you ask them to move into your house, and then it's beyond dating at that point. We need to be looking at preachers and bridesmaids and the whole nine at that point.
Facts.
That's how I look at it.
But again, that's a complicated thing. To me, it doesn't seem like they're having a lot of conversations they should have, because that shouldn't be a surprise. That should have been before I asked you to move into my house. We've already had a conversation about what that looks like.
Well, it's funny because somebody used, and it was a bad example, but earlier when we were talking about it, somebody used the example. Well, it's sort of like when somebody asks you to dinner. If you invite someone to dinner, you're expected to pay for it. And I get that, but we ain't talking about dinner here. Okay, I get that, but I'm saying we're talking about moving into somebody's house.
I agree.
That ain't dinner. And for the record, the person that said that, I know you're a subscriber. You're right. If I invite you to dinner, yeah, I should be paying for the dinner. I get that. But moving into somebody's house.
But hold on,
is not the same.
stop on that. If you invite somebody to dinner, yes, you should pay. But what if a woman invites you to, hey, let's go out to dinner tomorrow night? The assumption is she pays, but is the assumption that you allow her to pay? Or being a man, do you have to say, oh no?
Okay, let me tell you. I had a relationship that went south one time because every time we went out, I paid for dinner every time.
Been there, done that.
Now, I had a friend that got on me about some of my opinions on this channel, okay? I'm going to try to tone it down a little bit. Let me just say this. I won't necessarily say I have a problem paying for dinner every time.
Okay.
But at some point, I expect you to say, you know what, I get it tonight.
I agree.
And I'll say, no, I got you. But at least offer to pay.
The offer is worth more than the money.
Thank you. There you go.
The offer is priceless. Because
and that's how I feel.
That shows me you have my back.
That's how I feel.
And to me, when I hear women say, oh, I'm not supposed to pay bills, or I'm not supposed to pay for dinner, it's not that I need you or want you to pay for dinner. It's the willingness to pay for dinner or pay for a bill. It's that willingness that shows that you are a teammate. It's not you're trying to use my resources, but you're willing to contribute some of your own.
What's that saying? It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts.
Because I'm like that. I don't need you to pay for dinner.
That's right.
But it would mean a lot to me if you just offered.
The offer.
And every
priceless.
time, at no point, I mean, it was just automatic. He's paying for dinner. I used to be like, you can't even offer?
But that's where somebody expects something. To me, when you expect it, you don't appreciate it. And that's what it comes down to me. If you expect me to pay, that means you don't appreciate the fact that I am paying. Because if you go to grab your purse and try to pay, that tells me that you're saying, hey, I appreciate the fact that you paid last time. I'm trying to pay this time. And I will still say, you know what, I got this. Don't worry about it. But like you said, it's the offer that counts.
Well, again, that's why it went south. Because the more it happened, the more frustrated I got.
Absolutely.
Now, granted, I never confronted her about it. So I guess I'll confront her now. If you're watching, yeah, you really made me mad with those dinners. So sorry. But moving in, totally different. I really think she should at least offer. Because if you're moving into someone's home, a lot of times they're probably going to relieve financial responsibility either on the person asking you to move in or the person that's moving in. Somehow, some way, there's going to be some kind of financial relief there.
One way or the other.
One way or the other. Either, like I said, either the person that's moving in going to be financially relieved, or the person that's asking you to move in. Now, maybe he did. I should have asked more questions. Maybe he did. Maybe he did need her to. Hey, I kind of need help. Well, first of all, I gotta. If you need help to buy, you move into a new house, maybe you should have thought about the price of the house.
Absolutely.
I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, because listen, man, I did a lot of research before I, settled on the house. I'm like, okay, this is, I made sure I'm not going to need somebody to move in with me in order to pay for a house. I don't know if this guy did that or not. I'm just saying, I didn't ask enough. I just wanted to know if she offered. I should have asked more questions. But in her case, I think she has no intentions. From what I gather from what she responded to me, she has no intention of paying any bills.
And maybe from his standpoint, that was a test. That's a test. If coming in, I say, "Hey, I need you to pay half," and she throws a fit, "Oh, I'm not supposed to pay anything." Maybe that's his way of saying, "Okay, I see you're not." Again, it's the offer that counts. If she's willing to say, "Okay," then maybe he says, "You know what? I'm good."
Well, this question was about a week ago, so I don't know what the status is of now. I'll tell you what, I can promise you this. I will reach out to her after this video and ask her where you guys at on this. My opinion, I'm just gonna tell you, you should at least offer. I don't know if he'll take your offer. Maybe it was a test. Let me see if she'll pay.
And if she fought back in the beginning, he said, "Okay, I see where she's at." Or maybe he said, "You know what, maybe he really does need it." Or maybe he wants it to be 50-50. But to me, I have a problem with somebody paying for my house. I don't care what the situation is. This is my house.
I mean, it could be something simple. He might just be like, "Hey, you moving in here, can you at least pay the cable bill?" Would you have a problem with that?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I mean, that's not honestly. I mean, yeah, it's part of the house, but I would not.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I would think a female or a male, it doesn't matter. I would not think you would have a problem paying the cable bill.
But again, I don't think it's about the money. Because to me, if you think about running a household, the major financial contribution comes from the mortgage. Comes from that aspect.
Yeah.
If the mortgage is off the table, what really are you paying for? Cable? Light bill?
Light bill.
I mean,
that's pretty much it. And
that's
in your typical home now, you got cable, which includes internet in most cases.
In most cases.
You got your light bill, might or might not be attached to the water bill. Some places the way it works is the light bill and the water bill is the same thing.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's separated.
HOA.
You might have, like you said, HOA. You might have garbage pickup. Yeah, but you would think that she would want to at least chip in on something. Or maybe say, "Hey, okay, if I'm gonna handle all the expenses, you take care of the groceries, or you take care of the foods."
But again, how much? To me, how much does that really cost?
Well, if it's my house, it ain't gonna be a lot because I don't cook.
So I think
that might not help me out at all.
To me, that shows that they didn't have a lot of conversations prior to that conversation of asking her to move in, because he would have known her stance, she would have known his stance. She would have known what they thought was the best way to incorporate two lives. And him not understanding or her protesting, "I'm not paying, I shouldn't have to pay," means they didn't have those conversations.
No, because you're right. Because I'm going to tell you, we're going to have that discussion before I even say, "Yeah, you want to move in." What do you think? Because the way I feel about it, if you point blank, before that conversation comes up, you point blank tell me, "Hey, I'm not paying for anything."
Just like a prenup. If you wait till you're engaged to talk about a prenup, you messing up. That should be a conversation prior to you asking somebody to marry you, because that you have to be on the same page. Some people, some women, some men don't want a prenup.
Well, it sounds to me like he just automatically expected her to pay the bills, help pay the bills.
Hey, where did that expectation come from? It didn't come from conversation.
No, it didn't.
It came
and
from,
like I said, after this video, I'm gonna reach out to her, and I gotta be real careful how I come across because a couple of people beat me up in the comment section, man. Last time I was like, "Hey, I stand by my statements. I'm sorry." I told them,
as you should.
Hey, one of them text me. They were like, "You were pretty on it last night." I said, "Listen, let me tell you something. I stand by what I say."
Absolutely.
It is what it is. When I was married, I'm gonna tell you something. My ex-wife tell you, if you talk to her right now, she'll tell you, like, he say what he mean. You're not gonna change it.
Same here.
So that's just how I feel about it. You ain't gotta agree. Listen, we're not gonna agree. You're not gonna agree with it. Some of the comments say they agree. Some of them say that we don't agree. That's the world we live in.
That's right.
And you value to your opinion.
We don't always agree.
I ain't gotta like it.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
Some of your opinions, some of your comments, I ain't gotta like them, but you're entitled to it. So,
that's right.
But like I said, I stand by my statement regardless. So it is what it is. But yeah, they were like, "Yeah, you being too hard." I was like, "Hey," but in this case, I just feel like she should at least offer. That's how I feel about it.
I agree.
So again, I'll reach back out to her. I'm curious to know what you guys think. If someone invites you to live in their home, should you offer?
See, I don't like offer.
All right, so
be
how,
willing
how,
to.
So how would you phrase
Would you
it?
be willing to contribute?
All right, would you be willing?
Because the offer, a lot of times, oh yeah, I offer, but I have no intention of doing it. So
why even offer?
exactly.
No, if you offer it, if you offer to me, I'm like, okay, yeah.
You know, like I know,
I'm gonna be like, here's the receipts.
People call your bluff. People put things out there to say, oh yeah, I'll do this.
Yeah,
but then when it's time, like you say, when it's time to move, people say, oh, I got you until it's time. People say yes.
For the record, you guys all heard Holler say yes. So
if I say it, I stand on it.
But so I'm curious. I'm really curious to know what you guys think, because it was a heated debate earlier. I'm gonna tell you, because some people are saying she shouldn't have to pay any bills because he asked her to move in. Some people are saying that she should want to help him pay something if she moves in out. I'm on that side of she should want to help pay something.
She should be open to have a conversation. That's all I say. Is both of them should have that conversation. How can you come to the table and I'm not talking? No, I shouldn't have to. Where's the conversation around that? Where's the expectations? Where's the hate? He may say 40-60. He may say 75-25. I don't know. But it should still be a topic for discussion.
Oh, I agree 100%. So, again, you're a subscriber. This was your question. My answer to you is you should be willing to help pay something. Now, I don't know how he feels about it. Again, this question is a week old. You guys might have just said forget it. Might not even be moving in at this point. We don't know. But I'm going to find out, because I'm going to reach out to her after this is over with. Because I am curious to know what she decided to do.
That'd be interesting.
I just feel like you should help him out if he's willing.
I want to know if he needs it. That's the question I want to know.
That's another.
Does he need the money?
Okay, so that's true. So when I reach out, be prepared to answer that too. Does he need the money?
That's a big determining factor. Because if he needs the money, that's suspect anyway. If you're asking your woman to come in and live with you to help lighten the burden, that's I don't respect that.
I'm good.
I don't respect that. You got to stand on your own too.
Yeah,
you can't stand on your own too.
I can stand on my own. So if I invite you into my world, as I like to call it, hey, I don't need anything.
That's right.
But like I said, if I ask you to move in, it's like that's marriage talk.
Absolutely.
We're past the dating phase at that point. So, all right, like I said, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. I represented the Tar Heels today. I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that's hit me up, you're gonna get blocked. So just let me know. But yeah, man, interesting topic. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So do you think she should help? Do you think she should not? Do you think she should even move in at this point? Because it sounds like they got some stuff to work out.
They do.
So, all right, until next week, peace.
Peace.